He has done it, folks. Donald Trump won the 2024 presidential elections in what seems to be the most expensive election in history. Over $4 billion was spent on campaigns, but it's finally over, and the consensus seems to be that this is a good thing for the cryptocurrency industry. CNBC even said that analysts are expecting Bitcoin's price to reach $100,000 by the time Trump is inaugurated, which is supposed to happen on January 20th in 2025. In this video, we are taking a look at the most important promises that Trump has made during his presidential campaign, so stay tuned if you want to find out whether the super cycle is upon us. Before we dive in, allow me to disclaim that nothing in this video is financial advice. We are just providing informational content on the ongoing events in our industry. Also, we are having these videos every weekday, so if you enjoy the content, go ahead and smash that subscribe button with the notification bell so you don't miss out on the next video. Right, starting with promise number 1, and it's a banger. Trump vowed to free Ross Ulbricht. Now, to those of you who are unfamiliar, Ulbricht is the founder of what was commonly known as the most notorious dark web marketplace called Silk Road. In its early days, people used it for a bunch of nefarious deeds, which we won't detail, but it gets really dark. Anyways, his sentence has been a topic of massive debate, as many claim that founders should not be prosecuted for the fact that someone has used their product in a criminal way. For example, would you sue a phone company if someone used the line to commit a crime? This example is very basic, but you get the gist. The bottom line here is that Trump's promise is seen as a bold stance on individual freedom in the crypto space. Many enthusiasts see this as a statement about self-sovereignty and freedom in financial choices. Next up, we have him vowing to fire Gary Gensler, the current chairman of the US Securities and Exchange Commission, on his very first day in office.
I will fire Gary Gensler.
This could have huge implications. The SEC under Gensler has brought more than 100 lawsuits against prominent crypto companies such as Coinbase, Kraken, Binance, and more. This shift could potentially lead to more pro-crypto regulatory environment. Trump plans to appoint someone crypto-friendly to lead the SEC, aiming to spark innovation in the space. Number 3 is also a big one, especially for everyday crypto users. Trump has argued that taxing cryptocurrency transactions, like using Bitcoin to buy a cup of coffee, for example, is simply unfair. He has even suggested that he will eliminate taxes on crypto transactions altogether, advocating for tariffs as a substitute instead. His message is loud and clear. Bitcoin is money and it should not be taxed. This would be a huge shift in the way crypto is currently regulated and could make using Bitcoin for everyday purchases much more practical. He has also promised to create a US Bitcoin stockpile. What does this mean? Well, essentially, he plans for the government to retain 100% of any Bitcoin it acquires, effectively building a national reserve of Bitcoin. This could potentially mark a major pivot for the US policymakers, where Bitcoin becomes a significant national asset. Next up, for promise number 6, Trump has committed to supporting the right to self-custody for an estimated 50 million crypto holders in the United States. This means users would be free to store and control their crypto without third-party involvement, which is pretty much a very fundamental principle in the crypto community. For the 7th promise, he has stated that he will end what he calls anti-crypto policies introduced during Biden's administration. His goal is to create a friendlier environment for digital assets, aiming to remove any regulatory blocks that hinder crypto innovation and its adoption. Finally, the 8th and perhaps the most ambitious promise, Trump wants to make the US the crypto capital of the world. In his vision, the United States will lead as a global Bitcoin superpower. If this happens, it could drastically impact the crypto landscape across the globe, drawing investments, talent, and innovation to the US. Now, don't get me wrong. Trump is known for his words. After all, he has previously stated that he does, in fact, have the best words. And it will take time before these are something more than what they are right now, just words. But if one thing is clear, is that the crypto community together will be holding him to them. He has accepted millions in donations from crypto-focused companies, and the entire industry is now looking forward to him making good on his promises. So will Bitcoin hit 100K by the end of this year? We will have to wait and see, but if one thing is clear, is that crypto's future is currently looking a lot brighter than it was just a few days ago. But I'm also curious, do you support Trump as the next president of the US? Let us know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.